Hey guys,
gentlemen.
So Timmy,
What did I do this time?
you went for $1 million, and without sharing too much, you went for it 3 times.
2,
Three.
3. Okay, third time's the charm, right?
And one of those attempts made it here. 1 out of 3 ain't bad, man.
Well, technically, I only tried twice then.
Friend of the show, Jay. You know Jay.
Yeah.
I was chatting with Jay this last weekend. He says he gets up bright and early on Saturday and listens. He is always just thrilled with you.
Why?
Why not?
Why not? And I may have bragged that I think you had 3 boxes coming up.
Yeah.
That was last Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got one.
So there's one listener that's already laughing. Hey, while you open it, because we know that Tim is grumpy without some sweet treats.
Oh, I forgot to offer him a soda. But yes.
It's okay.
Yes, go ahead.
It's okay. I got you covered, Chad. I saw this. I drove through a drive-through and saw this. I've never seen this before.
Oh, no.
This is amazing.
I got you a foot-long cookie.
What?
Yeah,
look at the smile on his face.
Yeah,
I've never seen this man happy
What
before.
the hell?
Oh, careful on the
Sorry.
table. Careful on the table.
He's a happy boy. He's a happy boy.
Foot-long churro? Foot-long cookie?
Yeah.
Foot-long
I
pretzel.
thought about getting you and I a churro, but I was like, I don't know.
Oh,
I knew with the cookie.
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. That looks a little wet and long.
Adam. Oh, it's a 101.
Boys and girls at home and kids in the gallery, let's go!
Hello, Pack-a-Maniacs, and welcome to another episode of Pack to the Future. I'm your host, Ricky, a.k.a. Mr. eBay. And I'm joined by my co-host and partner in crime, Dr. Chad.
Someone call for a doctor?
How you doing, Doc?
I'm good, buddy.
And he's got a foot-long cookie, ladies and gentlemen, and he wears pink. Please welcome Dr. Tim.
And you never walk away from the table when you're on a heater.
Well, man, this has been a huge week. We have got so much to talk about.
Yes, we do.
We're going to hit some WrestleMania talk.
Yeah.
We've got a gift for Tim to open here in the studio. We're going to cover our top 5 NBA cards. And later in the show, Tim goes for $1 million.
What more could you ask for?
Yeah.
Sounds like a great show.
Oh, man, it's going to be such a good one. We are loaded. So let's get right to it. Chad.
Yes, sir.
You hosted a get-together. This last weekend was WrestleMania 40.
Yes, indeed.
And you hosted a watch party.
Yep.
And as you typically are, you're very well organized. So you reached out to me weeks and weeks ago and said, hey, I want to schedule this wrestling party. Can you come? I said, who's your boy? Who will never let you down, man. And I was in. And then about last week, actually, as we finished recording, I turned to you and I said, yeah, about that Saturday night.
Yep.
My wife had gotten me surprise tickets to Ronnie Chang, the comedian.
Yeah.
And for those of you at home, like, I think he has some specials on Netflix. Go look him up. If you like, I think some people, I've been asked this actually. They say, we feel like we know Tim. We feel like we know all 3 of you. But what's it like to really be around Tim? Go watch a Ronnie Chang special. That's exactly what it's like. Very intelligent frustrations and annoyances and arguments mixed in with 1 or 2 really dumb comments.
Thanks.
Super intelligent. So yeah, I missed Saturday night. Actually, I didn't completely miss it.
No, you didn't.
I came by.
You did.
For the start. And as we were leaving after about an hour, you sent me a text. Holy S! And I thought, oh my God, my life is over. Why am I going to this comedian when I could be doing wrestling?
I immediately regretted it because it was out of true, like, genuine happiness.
Yeah.
Like, thinking you were going to know, like, when you go back and watch it, you're going to know at what point I sent that.
Oh, and I did.
But then when you sent it back, I was like, oh no, like, this is just kind of needling him when he wants to be watching it live. So that's why I stopped.
No, I appreciate it. You did reed my very polite way of saying, hey, thanks for sending this. I can't wait to watch it later.
Yep. I was like, whoops.
But man, WrestleMania 40 from Philadelphia. 2 nights is WrestleMania now.
Yeah.
And I did come back Sunday to watch with you.
Which was the big day.
Was the big one.
Big old day.
We spent the entire Sunday together for WrestleMania. And you know, on this show, I'm going to pull the curtain back a little bit. I think we all are who we are on this show in real life. But I think it's also true that we are our versions of ourselves turned up to a 10.
Oh, for sure.
I hate to break it to everyone. I'm not running around just screaming every second. I am a loud person, but I'm not one to go just screaming at all times. The main event.
Tim and I just shot each other like, oh, maybe. I don't know,
maybe
not.
that's not true. Maybe I'm a legend in my own mind. But when the main event happened, we're talking Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes is going to finish the story. And based on night 1, The Rock showed up. I'm always happy when The Rock shows up. And they succeeded in their night 1 match. So it was Bloodline Rules. And we knew some chaos would be happening.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I was ready for it. We knew it was happening. And at the end of this match, when John Cena's music hits, and then after that, the bell rings for The Undertaker.
Oh, it still gave me chills just now.
Chad and I yelled so loud, the most guttural, yes! The dogs freaked out.
Dogs just had some PTSD by that.
We just went upstairs after Mania ended, and all the wives said, yeah, we knew when the moment happened because we could hear Ricky up a floor.
That was the most insane experience. That might have been, aside from attending WrestleMania with my dad, I think that was my favorite WWE moment of all time.
Yeah,
because you, me, my dad were there.
Yeah.
Like, your wife was here, and my buddy Jason, who had no clue what was going on, he's like, "Do they go till someone gets knocked out?" No, Jason. And this is the greatest moment in WWE history that you're witnessing.
My favorite was when he said he knew The Rock from Jungle Cruise, or what he said, and I said, "No,
Jason."
As The Rock's walking down the ramp, I'm like, this is the version of The Rock that's real. You don't even know The Rock.
Hey, whoa.
This is what it's
The
all
dogs
about.
are all fired up.
Yeah, I get them worked up.
And okay, so we are on high dog alert here.
Yeah.
So if you notice, the missus is not here.
I did.
She's out getting tacos and margaritas with her friend right now.
Oh,
and they
no.
will be coming home during this.
Oh,
and when they
no.
do, chaos is going to erupt in the studio.
It will sound just like you and I Sunday night.
Yeah. This will be the dog's revenge for
Are there-
sure.
Ducky Death Stars involved there?
No. Just Taqueria 27.
I don't know. Far
No.
less
No
exciting.
Death Stars. But for WrestleMania,
Yes.
I did go to the card shop this weekend.
Ooh, you did.
In preparation, looking for some WWE.
Yes.
And I get there. I was hoping that they had Revolution,
Yeah.
which they did not.
Mhm.
They did have Donruss Elite for about $200 a box
Wrestling?
for WWE.
Wow.
And I was considering getting it,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that it'd probably get skunked. But then again, I'm only out $200, so it's okay.
Right.
But they also had Impeccable. And now I've been open about not loving Impeccable.
Yeah.
And to be frank, just not even liking it.
Yeah.
But typically $900 a box is, oh, there they go.
There you go.
And
The wives have arrived.
right on cue. $900, but it was marked down to $800 on the shelf.
Mhm.
Still not considering it.
No.
But the owner pulls me aside
Mhm.
and he's like, "Hey, I can cut you a deal,
Oh, no.
and a substantial deal."
Yeah.
I won't say what the number is, but
Okay.
it was a substantial deal.
Yeah.
I immediately fire off a couple of texts to you.
You do.
Say like, "Hey, do you want to split this box?"
Yeah.
Conveniently, I do not get a response.
True.
Not immediately. You did later, but not
Eventually,
immediately.
but not for a good 2 hours.
And so
For good
I'm
reason.
pinned in that card shop, against no will other than my own. Thinking, what do I do here? I know I should not buy wax. I know I should not buy Panini, and I don't even like Impeccable. But it's a deal, and it's WrestleMania
Good
weekend,
deal. Yeah.
so I bought the box.
Yes, he did. He did.
On
And
card autos and everything. Yeah.
so I do have to give my side
Yeah.
as we're going through this. I wake up, so I wasn't feeling very good. So I decide to lay down, and I wake up and I've missed these texts,
Mhm.
and I feel awful because I figure I've probably cost Chad his shot at this box
Yeah, and a couple $100.
because he's reasonable. Yeah. And I said, oh man, I am so sorry if you did buy the box. I'm happy to split it with you so that you don't have to cover it all. If not, no big deal. And Chad responded and said, no worries. I actually picked it up just for myself. I'll cover it all. And that's when like the mind games start.
I didn't want to split an Undertaker auto.
Yeah. No,
I wanted that thing all for myself.
exactly.
That's fair.
This is when the mind games start. And I start thinking, oh, what did I miss out on? You idiot. You're going to miss out on all these amazing hits. Stone Cold 101, Undertaker 101. And I was nervous. I was excited for Chad. I truly was. I was also nervous on what I may have just missed out on.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
So you did bring the impeccable box. You indicated you were going to open it Sunday.
Yeah.
And we got so excited for the main event, we forgot.
Completely forgot about it. And I was going to Disney the next day. So like I was kind of in a rush and completely forgot about it till after you left.
Yeah.
And I was so fired up about Cody winning and like just the whole bit. And I was like, I'm going to open this right now. I'm going to let everyone just sit there and think about what happened. I got completely wrecked on this box. Completely destroyed.
And
par for the course for Chad.
Yeah.
And I immediately was so relieved.
It was so bad, Tim. So bad. So I had a Thrasher auto numbered to 10.
Who?
Yeah, it's his 2022 card is $5 to $10.
I know who Thrasher is,
Wow.
but I'm betting most of our audience does not.
It's $5 to $10.
That's rough.
I got an NXT auto of some guy who I have no clue who he is.
Yeah,
A horizontal auto.
No idea.
Don't care. I got a redemption for Sami Zayn. New Intercontinental. No.
Yeah. Yes.
Title winner.
Yep.
So that's nice, but it's through Panini. I mean, am I going to get that card? Debatable. I did get a silver bar, which is 1 per 3 box case.
Yeah.
Of, I don't even remember who it is. It was a guy who used to wrestle and then he was an executive.
Yeah.
I've got it upstairs. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's like a $40 card.
But you hit the metal card in the case, you know?
Yeah.
That's something.
$40. That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh, is the metal a case hit?
Yeah, $3 case.
$3. Yeah. So.
Still 1 and 3.
And then my biggest hit was an AJ Styles patch auto, who I had just got done telling you during
How much we hate.
WrestleMania how much I didn't like AJ Styles. I'm like, yeah, he just doesn't do anything for me. And of course, that was my big hit. And it's about a $40 to $50 card. So I think in total, about $120 worth of value. Even at the steal that I got this box for. Oh, brutal.
Yeah.
Just brutal.
Yeah. I won't do the math on that one for you.
It was rough.
It's not good, Tim.
It's
not good.
it wasn't good.
I immediately regretted it.
And I do have to, and I know this is kind of out of nowhere, but it's reminding me of this talk. I do have to give a shout out to our listener, Selly, who had sent us photos. He was at WrestleMania 40 in person.
Yep.
Right.
So cool.
And Chad and I are strongly considering going to next year's WrestleMania. So if any of you listeners are thinking about it, you may see us there. And so we're talking about it, and Chad evidently reached out to Selly, and Selly said, yeah, I didn't love my experience. It was kind of cool to be there, but like you couldn't hear the ring noises from where I was sitting. 'Cause it's a football stadium. There's nowhere for the sound to bounce off of. Right. And he's like, yeah, it wasn't the greatest. I almost choked laughing when, as we were screaming for The Undertaker, I start screaming in the room, do the seats suck now,
You
Selly?
did. You were so mad at Selly.
Now?
You were so mad at Selly. You were so mad.
It was just so, just natural, organic. Like there was no thought process that went into the yelling or what we were yelling. We literally turned into 12-year-olds again.
Oh, it was so. My dad has been talking about every day since then. We just text back and forth. It's like, that was the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It was so amazing.
So
So I
good.
have to give him a shout out. Selly definitely was a part of our WrestleMania weekend.
Yes. So was Dan. Dan was firing messages back
Yes,
and
he
forth to
was.
us as well.
Oh, yeah. So that was excellent. And Tim, we got to get you involved in this wrestling stuff.
I'm definitely a cursory bystander at best for wrestling.
I don't think
but
you can bet on it.
Yeah. No,
We're going to get him involved.
Tim says, if there's a will, there's a way.
quickly pulling up my phone, looking at some lines.
No, you're going for $1 million later, Tim. Just
Yeah,
hold
stay
on
focused,
for a minute.
Yes.
Yeah, focus.
Oh, man. But while we were together for WrestleMania, having a great time, we talked about, and you shared with me, an incredibly cool, generous, thoughtful, and kind gift.
Yeah.
For you, Timmy.
Unnecessary.
Well,
It felt necessary.
a belated engagement gift,
Yeah.
Unnecessary. Yeah.
but it was right. So it wasn't forced. I did mention I was at the card shop, but
Mhm.
yeah, well, I
Well,
thought
that's
it was
what makes
special, and I ended up going back to the card shop after you messaged me
Just-
back about that, just for this.
just for it. And what I think so cool is, you go to your local card shop hoping to hit a cool card that you really want, right?
Mhm.
And the fact that they actually had this hit, of all places, it's one of those you have to go back. Like, you can't stop thinking about the card. You have to go back and get it. And I thought, I've never seen anything like it. I've seen maybe something similar, but nothing like this.
No. And even I messaged Tanner to make sure that it was still there, like
Oh,
to
really?
go back and get it. Yeah.
Do you know how lucky you are that it was still there?
That it was still there.
Yeah.
I know.
Especially
Especially on a busy Saturday.
big deal. So
Was it a panda?
I'm going to, I don't want to say
he's
I'm
gonna
going to kill
pound-
you.
He's gonna panda you into the floorboards.
From like Goodwin Champions, one of those animal cards.
If I had something to throw at you from here over these pandas, I hate you over these pandas. I need $1,000 in my life back.
Well, you shouldn't have bought that in an impeccable box then. So
Oh my god!
He can't admit that he's wrong. Like, even through our text message conversation today, he refuses to admit that he was wrong on the pandas.
My favorite thing about the text messages is that Tim just has resorted to wild stories to throw you off track.
Yeah.
So if you start coming at him, he's like, "Oh no, it can't do it for you. He's dead in Iran."
Yep.
And then Chad spends the next 48 hours saying, "Give me the details on Iran. I need to know.
Yep.
I want a body photo."
Yep.
And Tim's like, "Yeah, I don't know. I'll work on it."
Chef is a professional con artist. I am certain of this.
no, everything was right and he's real until he's dead. So yeah.
He can't do it. He can't do it. He
See,
can't.
and he
just
says it in
admit
such
that
a way.
Chef's wrong.
I'm so grateful he just did that because he delivers it in
He
such a
just
way that you
sidesteps
can't.
it.
He sidesteps it, and you can't be sure if he's serious or not.
Yep. Oh, he is.
75% chance of joke in my book, but
Mhm.
that 25% sitting strong, and I'm questioning things.
Man, yeah. Where's the lawyer in you? Cross-examine that.
So, Tim, do you want to take any guesses as to this card? Anything about it? Guess
You said it was a hit, right?
yeah.
So
big
that's
hit.
a modern card.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
I don't. I don't.
I would agree with Ricky.
Not
I
necessarily.
forget the definite. I would say it's pre-modern.
Yeah, I'd say it's a
Modern.
little
Puts it
pre-modern.
in what, late 90s, early 2000s?
That would be.
Yeah.
That would be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys know I'm down to about 2 players, so Jordan or Thomas.
Yep.
Yeah.
We do know that.
It's got to be a Chicago player then.
It
It's a
does.
single card.
Yep. Single card.
It's not Luis Robert.
No. No. We're done prospecting, bro.
Yeah. Big Hurt?
Nope.
No. MJ. Interesting.
Yeah.
Rodman? Pippen?
It is MJ.
It is MJ.
Wow.
And you're going to feel really bad when you see how much Chad had to have spent for this.
Yeah, I probably will feel bad.
I am going to put up the pack cam for those watching and listening on YouTube.
Please.
They will be able to see this here shortly.
Tim, why don't you close your eyes? And we're
Okay.
going to slide that under the pack cam, and then we'll tell you when to
Okay.
open them.
I'll remove this box.
No, just leave it on top.
Leave it-
We'll put it on top of the
Yeah,
box.
we'll slide on top. You got the reach there?
I think so. Tell me.
Oh, I want to look so bad.
Not yet. Not
No?
yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Hang on just a second. Not yet.
You guys are being awfully serious about this. Making me
There we
nervous.
go.
It's a serious thing, man. This is life-changing.
How about now?
You ready?
Now.
You got drum
Wait, hold
roll?
on.
You
Yeah,
got
I think
drum
we do
roll?
have a drum.
All right, Timmy. Open him up.
These nuts
Got him. Got him. What is it, Tim?
Why don't you tell the people who are
Not
listening?
Not on YouTube.
Yeah.
He's not even sure what he's looking at.
No,
That's
no,
the problem.
Just read the PSA label.
Get up in your mic.
1999 Upper Deck MVP. It is an MJ. To their credit. Draw your own trading card. And none other than a near mint PSA 7.
It's Pop 2.
I'm irritated that you didn't get me the other one now.
SSSSSSP.
Yeah.
What on
Yeah.
earth
So
is
it's a colored, looks like crayon, maybe colored pencil drawing of Michael Jordan.
It looks like colored pencil at least.
Why don't you put that back under the camera just so I can see it here?
Yeah.
Him holding up a championship trophy. And on the side, what does it say? Chicago Bulls?
Yeah. The champion.
Look at the size of his feet, like compared to his torso.
Yeah, he's what is wrong with his right leg?
He's a champion. I saw that card and I was like, I have to buy that and I have to give it to Tim.
Have to.
And I showed it to Rick. He's like, we need to make a big deal out of this.
It only would have been better if it was a PSA 6.
I know.
I figure it's in the neighborhood of what you're comfortable with. It is as a PSA 7.
I'm disappointed. I can't razz this off.
I don't know. You might be able to razz it off with our listeners.
It's true.
We can have you autograph it.
Yeah.
Send it out.
I'm not sure I could draw better these days. This is amazing. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chad.
You got it, buddy. You got it.
Oh, was this really in the card shop?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I bought it.
And it was really graded. And it was really printed. And probably an adult really drew it. But
Winner.
okay, well, that wraps tonight's show.
I'm speechless.
Oh, man. Well, I figure that will be a really good transition to what we got next.
Yeah, I think so.
You think? So we've decided based on, and it kind of came on the heels of our March Madness for the top cards of 2024.
Yes.
That led us to thinking, well, I wonder what like our top basketball cards are.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought we would dive into each of ours top 5 basketball cards in our possession, share it with the audience, throw it up, have a little discussion. What do you guys think?
Do you guys ever forget what we talk about?
All the time.
You just talked about the bracket and like right over my head. And when I mentioned Jay earlier, I was having a conversation. It's like, oh, I listened to the episode. It was great. And I'm if I'm not in that mindset, completely spaced it.
Totally. 100%.
But yes, I do remember the bracket. And yes, I do have 5 cards.
Tim.
And part of the reason that we have
5
Tim.
cards. It's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, I did it.
He did it. And part of the reason that we said, hey, bring this box on.
Right.
We weren't sure if Tim had 5 cards. It's like, period.
That
But you
is
do.
true.
Look at this guy. He's
At any
got
given
Cookie.
moment.
He's got cards.
I know.
He's going to go for $1 million. Oh, we also do have some other sweets here. I know I'm like prolonging this suspense, but I did go to Disneyland the last few
You
days.
did. Looked like it was a good time.
Some handmade confections from Disneyland Resort is for all of us, Timmy. These
Delicious.
are peanut chocolate clusters.
Yes.
So while you rip
tasty.
$1 million,
Yeah.
get a big old
Well,
chocolate.
I don't want to get
chunk on there.
chocolate all over my $1 million bedard. So
We'll just eat in your left hand open pass.
I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah.
I really, really don't.
Um,
I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I
No, you're
hijacked this whole
good.
thing. You
You're good.
Go right on ahead.
So what we have coming up is, in addition to our top 5 basketball cards, Tim is going to go for $1 million.
Yep.
And I think we have 2 options. One, we can go all basketball, then transition to hockey, or we can intro this, let Tim give his top 5 basketball cards first, and then start opening packs.
What? Remind me what the count is on here. Packs per box.
12 cards.
Upper
per
Deck
pack,
Series
and
2.
There's 12 packs per box. 12 and 12.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No, the packs go by quick. There's only like 2 or 3 hits per pack too. So the rest is base cards.
I'll save it for the end.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I did bring out. You want to tell them what we got over here on the side of the table? I brought out for Tim.
Garbage.
Yes, you did bring out.
That we can throw away
Yeah,
literally
all the base
every
cards. Yeah.
144 cards that are in there.
That's actually what I did with all the other base cards from my other 2 boxes.
Hey, do you guys ever forget about what we talked about?
Did we already talk about that? Did we?
No.
You son of a bitch.
No, after you brought it up, 5 minutes later, I forget that we have a trash can right here.
And I'm thinking you're mentioning it because you already said it and I forgot.
Tim,
Oh my
we have a
God.
new bit with Chad.
Apparently, this is going to be
It's called
fantastic.
Deja Vu.
No.
And we see if he ever picks up. In
Yeah.
fact,
Oh
in the
my
next
gosh.
coming weeks, we're going to do that. We're going to
That's
plan a
fantastic.
Deja Vu and repeat ourselves at some point in the show
Yeah.
and let it go.
No, just
Oh,
deadpan
man.
it, right?
and
Yeah.
see
yeah.
if Chad ever notices.
And
Yeah,
it's
at least
hard
try-
because I
Try
am
for 3.
I'm like trying to keep an eye on the
Three an
video
episode.
stuff and like
You're
Oh,
multitasking, man.
oh, it's not good. There was something else I was going to say. I have
Trash can.
absolutely no clue what
You
it
got
was.
a trash can for Tim.
We got a trash can
Yeah.
for Tim. We have cookies. He's got his cards set up. Got 5 cards. I think.
What
think we're
more?
good.
What more could we do for
no.
you?
Okay, I remember.
Uh,
I asked you
uh-oh.
about the 2 boxes that you opened.
Yep.
And I said, hey, I've got this 1931 Walt Mickey Mouse coming in.
Yep.
I'm going to send it to PSA.
Yeah.
I said, give me your Young Guns
Yeah.
that you've saved from
Yeah.
the other 2 boxes.
Yeah.
And I can send them in.
Uh-huh.
And you never responded.
No, because I'm pretty sure I didn't hit a card over like $3 in value.
Do you still? Ricky's looking for the garbage can. He got up. He's literally looking for the garbage can. It's right over here, next to Tim.
Hey, do you guys ever forget about what we talked about?
This is a disaster.
This is a disaster. But
That's
did
right.
you save any of the Young Guns?
I did. Yeah, they're in a pile on a
Okay.
desk somewhere. Yeah.
I mean, as you told me, it's worth sending them in. Send them in the lowest value. It'll take them 6 months to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, those cards are going to take years for them to, pop.
What's the
unless
going
it's
rate these
Bedard.
days on PSA economy?
I don't know.
Yeah, 7, 8.
You
What's the-
can send them now. So with that news, right, with the transaction between Golden, eBay, and PSA, you
Mm.
can now submit a card to PSA
Mhm.
and then directly list it. From
Yeah.
what I understand, the second it gets graded, you
Yeah.
can send it to eBay.
Wow.
Yeah,
So I mean that is an option for you.
that's actually pretty slick. Yeah.
Even if it takes a few months, maybe it'll come
Mm.
back right at the time of the next hockey season.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a few years before you even know like any of these guys
Oh.
are. You know.
I thought you were going to say, yeah, it takes a few
What's
years for
the-
PSA to get you your cards back.
yeah, I mean,
He
yeah,
did
in
at
this
one
case,
point.
Yeah, I
It
know.
did.
Might actually work in my favor this time. So
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
Okay, so we got 5. So the order, why don't we do us, Tim, then who'll open cards? Is that what we're going to do?
That sounds good.
So do you want to go 5, 5, 5 or 5? My 5.
Let's build
cards?
this suspense. Number 5,
Mm.
number 5, number 4 for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let's get a little music to get in the mood.
Sounds good. Yeah. Ooh.
That's exactly the music I play for the missus to get her in the mood. It's very mood appropriate music.
If you don't mind if I start, because I kind of cheated. Unlike, I was the opposite of Tim. I have too many cards to bring. And so I have one honorable mention
Okay.
because I'm a hoarder.
That's allowed. Yeah.
Can I have one honorable? This is the 1991 Upper Deck Dikembe Mutombo rookie card.
Oh, nice.
And let me tell you
Do we
why.
want the Pat Cam on there?
Yep.
Let's do it.
I'll hand it over to Timmy. The reason that's on there is I can tell you for certain, 100% certainty, that's the first ever card I chased. First ever as a kid.
Wow. No kidding.
And it was a huge deal when we hit his cards because the card shop owner told us who to look out for.
Mhm.
And it was a huge, huge deal. I remember freaking out. And the fact that I still have that memory, 30 years later, that had to make it into the list.
Of course it did.
Very nice.
Incredible. Yeah.
So, okay, now getting started with the real deal.
Okay.
My number 5 is a 2019 Hoops Premium Stock Magic Johnson autograph.
Yeah.
Not numbered, sticker auto, 2 things I don't love, but the color of this card just gets me excited every time I see it.
Yeah.
Kind of a purple down to a teal. I never bought any of the boxes of Hoops Premium Stock. They were real expensive.
Mhm.
And so it's cool. It's a kind of a version of Hoops that's a little bit nicer and one that I Probably won't have many cards of.
I think it's
pretty-
great. The color scheme looks great. Big, bold auto.
Yeah.
I really like premium stock. Remember when I was all in on it?
You were big on premium stock, and they're great looking cards.
Too bad Hoops wasn't.
Seriously. I think that's one of the rare Hoops cards that I would go out and pay
That's
money
very
for.
nice. Okay, I kind of followed your thing. I have 3 cards at number 5.
Okay.
But it's the only time I've done that.
Cool.
For any of these. They all are about the same worth, and they all come from a very similar time. So early 90s basketball, 2 Shaquille O'Neals, 1 Michael Jordan. See if you can display those out there. The true number 5 is, in fact, the 1995 metal scoring magnet,
Oh man,
Jordan PSA 8. And really, from a monetary standpoint, it's probably not the 5th most valuable. But of course, that's one that I pulled. And I remember that excitement, very similar to you with getting the Dikembe. And I just held on to it for all these years, which has really made me love the card. The Shaquille O'Neal is it's a 94 Skybox US Portrait Shaq PSA 8. Pop 17, there's only 20 higher.
and that gold pops.
Yeah.
It does pop. It was a 1 in 100 packs. And I hit it at Kmart.
What?
So my sister used
Rest
to do
in peace,
gymnastics at Missy Marlowe's, former Olympian, University of Utah, and right next door was Kmart. And sometimes if my mom had a little extra change, she'd let me go buy a pack of cards over there. I remember ripping it there and hitting that Shaq, and I was freaking out because it was 1 in 100 packs, and it really is a good looking card
It
for the
really
early
is.
90s.
Oh yeah, in the USA Uni and everything.
I think it's great.
That's a 90s card right there.
And then, of course, the last one's an iconic one, 93 Scoring King Shaq PSA 9. I love it. We use that background for a lot of our PTTF stuff.
Oh yeah,
It's fun.
it's
Yeah.
such a beautiful.
So 3
Beautiful
fun
card.
cards for me at number 5.
Hell yeah, takes me back to my youth.
I do have an announcement at the
Uh-oh.
end of all this
Uh-oh.
that will tie back to those cards
Okay.
about my collecting future.
Ooh,
Tease that one. But Timmy, on to you.
number
All right.
5.
Well, sticking with the 90s theme. 92 Stadium Club, Michael Jordan Beam Team,
Classic.
PSA 9. Want to compliment this or pair it with the members only card someday, but Yeah.
Oh, that would be sick.
I don't know. It hasn't really done a whole lot for me though, because it's such a subtle little imprint or watermark on it. But yeah,
It's a beautiful card.
How much more expensive is a PSA 10 for
I
that card? Do you think?
think the price. Oh, no, I haven't looked.
I wonder if
Won't
they've
remember.
come down enough that it might be.
Yeah, because the PSA 9s have hung pretty steady at 700, 800.
And I don't mean to slam your
Yeah,
9.
yeah.
Like a 9's
No.
perfectly great. My Magic's a 9. I just was curious of.
Yeah, the PSA 10s for Jordan is just so astronomically,
Yeah.
skewed in value. So
But
Yeah.
a beautiful, beautiful card. Again, that brings you back to as a child. I remember collecting those beam teams.
Mhm.
It was a huge deal when you hit one of those cards in your pack.
yeah, and it's just such a cool background,
It really is.
Yep.
There's one on eBay for 10 grand.
Yeah, see, that sounds about right. Yeah, it's usually 10x.
Just hit a couple parlays, man. Yeah, you're right there.
Easily affordable for Tim.
You need to hit a couple parlays to get back even first.
Touche.
All right, well, there you go, number 5.
Okay.
Boy, you can get a PSA 8 for $350 on eBay right now.
Yeah, that's dirt cheap.
If I didn't buy that impeccable, I would literally buy that right now.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Cards.
Such is wrestling. All right. My number 4 is SP Game Used 2009 2010. This is a triple star swatches. It's
Mhm.
been featured on the show a couple
Yes.
times as I was in a rough state of mind and decided to order 3 of these.
3 of them. How many do you still own? 2?
3.
Oh, 3.
I gave one to
Okay.
my son.
Oh, okay.
I had
Yeah,
one
yeah.
graded by
Let me
PSA,
take a
and I
look
gave
at
it to my son. That one's numbered, I think, to 125. I think the other 2 were numbered to 299.
It's a great card.
Oscar Robinson, game used patch auto, Kobe, and LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
Robertson.
And colors: yellow for the Kobe, red for the LeBron. The white
Mhm.
even looks a little off-white from that old 60s, 70s,
So good.
unis, 80s. And I just think, hey, if you're gonna have a patch card, this is the kind of patch card you need to have.
Absolutely.
It's a
So,
good looking card. I
thank
like
you.
that.
Thank you. My goal is to eventually get that submitted to PSA as well, as also as authentic as a tribute to the triple LeBron logo man. When they hit that, they graded it authentic. And I thought, hey, that's kind of a cool way with like a legend card. And I realize that's not a triple logo man, but like I'm like, hey, same thing.
Yeah.
For my number 4, you're going to see some things here, guys, that you're going to recognize. And honestly, I'm a little bit ashamed in that.
That's okay.
But again, it made me reevaluate what I'm doing with my card collecting. So my number 4 is the 2013 Select Gold Rudy Gobert, number 10 of 10. Now, of course, Rudy Gobert, a bit of a polarizing figure. Been very pleased to see Minnesota near the top of the Western Conference, if not the top.
I read that they are the top of the Western Conference currently.
They are.
So I'm still happy with that card, despite my
so cool.
distaste with the Jazz. Still loving that.
Marks a moment in your sports fandom. Marks a moment in your sports collecting journey.
Yeah,
you know?
It really does. And Tim, you and I
gold
had
card.
one of, not the top, but a top 10 Utah Jazz moment in my memory.
Yeah.
You and I going down to the playoff game.
Yeah, that was such a great game.
Getting your faces.
You getting busted on national
Staring at my
television,
phone.
trading penny stocks on your phone.
That was the greatest
true statement.
screenshot.
But we both had our faces painted. I go into clinic like the next week.
Yeah.
My clinic manager's like, so did you enjoy the game? I was like, huh? Yep, we all saw you. Face paint, beer in hand. I think I even had like a balloon animal or something.
Yeah, we
on
both
my
did
head.
the little balloon. Yeah.
And longtime listeners of the show will know that was one of the pieces of artwork for the Tim's portraits.
That's right. That's right.
That might have been the 101.
Yeah. Oh,
So
boy.
good.
So that's my number 4.
Excellent.
All right. So my next 3 are part of the same card, or I guess triumvirate.
yes.
You know?
Yes.
So I guess I'll just kind of cheat and say this is 4, 3, and 2. You know.
Okay.
So pass those to you guys, but good old triumvirate set of
God, I love those.
Pippen, Jordan, and Rodman. I don't know. Like, I mean, it's just, I think it was the effort
So
that went into
good.
getting that Jordan and finally pairing all 3 9s together.
That's what I was just going to say.
You know, that really sticks out as, cards I can't get rid of because I know how hard it was to get the Jordan. So,
And this, if you're a fan, like the Bulls, this is so corny, but I love that you graded them via PSA. The red and white just work with Bulls colors.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's better than
it's just
any
so
other
hard
grading.
not to. Yeah.
And it pairs so perfectly
Yes.
with that hand-drawn championship Michael Jordan.
No,
card
I
that
know.
you have.
See, I'm featuring it.
It's very good. I mean,
See,
that photo,
it's fantastic.
Bulls
It's,
fans
it's
just eat
basically
their
the
heart
same pose.
Your
you know?
your new card didn't make top 5.
That was my honorable mention. It's been on the pack cam the whole episode.
It's true. It's true.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
Okay.
Tim, I love that you still have those.
I do too.
Yeah.
You can never get rid of those.
I cannot. Yeah,
Please.
because like any future display, like it just has to be on there. Right?
Yes.
So
I have seen there is a newer company that I've reached out to see about getting our listeners a promo code for,
Yeah.
and they haven't responded yet, so I'm not going to say their name. But they have wall displays where you can pop a slab into it,
mhm.
and
I've seen
it
this.
comes with a little frame. They look really good.
Yes.
And I think if you did something like that, just put it up on your wall, it looks so good.
that would be the goal someday, right? You know,
Yeah.
instead of like a display case. That
You
would
know,
look
I have
really
to
good.
show
Yeah.
you. I also purchased. I'll have to see if I can find where I got them, but they're basically frames, like photo frames meant for PSA graded
Yep.
cards.
Yeah, a lot of ways to go
You
about
could
it.
almost like do 3 separate across the wall. That could be
Mhm.
like an office space art.
Yeah.
Literally.
No, I mean it looks good with some of these products that you see out there. You know, yeah, a lot of ways to get creative for wall art in the man cave future.
For
Future
sure.
man cave.
For sure.
And
Oh,
people are still excited to see us hanging on to these cards. We got a comment about the Select Rudy Gobert that I'm still hanging on to it. Tim, I'm
Yeah.
still thrilled to know that you're hanging on to this. No, seriously.
Those
man.
those are not going to
Seriously.
leave. Yep. There's been a lot of liquid stuff in my Zion case, but you know,
no, that's just
those
too-
are permanent fixtures.
Those
So,
are
as-
super cool. And to your point with Gobert, I just want you to know I recently picked up my first ever auto of him. Like
Oh,
he's
really?
still important to Jazz fans.
Yes.
He still
He is.
was a huge role for us and brought us some really exciting times. An all-star,
Yeah.
some playoff runs.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I'm so sick of the talk about him. Like I get it, like he's frustrating on the court.
Yeah.
But no more frustrating than Draymond Green. He's
Right.
not a bad guy.
No.
He's a good guy. And I'm
Yeah.
sick and tired of hearing
That's
any
fair.
other narrative.
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, Jordan on YouTube, thanks for joining us and for your comment live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, number 3. This is a 2017 Panini Hoops Donovan Mitchell rookie card auto.
Yeah.
Graded 8.5. This is my favorite card for a number of reasons. 1, I hit it with Chad.
Yeah.
Yep.
2, I hit it. How many times do you hit like your favorite, the hottest player on your favorite team?
Oh, I can tell you. For me, it's 0.
0, yeah. Chad's never
It's
done
very
it.
easy.
I know.
It's very easy.
Chad hits the player that he always says that he just really doesn't want. Or
Even
like,
I remember that
Yep,
answer
yep.
for me.
It's got his full, it's one of his earlier autographs, so it's got
Yeah.
the full name autograph instead of the DM. And it's rare that you see a 8.5 from PSA in my experience.
Yeah.
And so I just thought, hey, that's kind of unique. It'll be a card I keep forever as well. It's Hoops. It's not the best. It's a sticker auto, but the fact that I hit it and like, I was thinking that. Would you rather hit like the $1 Million Young Guns? And maybe that's too much, but like a huge hit of a player you don't know, or would you rather hit a LeBron 101 or your favorite players 101? What would be the bigger deal?
Favorite players 101.
I think so
all
too.
day, because I mean, those are the cards you hang on to.
The $1 million. I don't know what it's like to hit my favorite player 101. So
You're just gonna go for the glory, huh?
I can't relate to
that's
that.
fair.
But I will say, Ricky, I believe, I could be wrong, and please reach out to us if I'm wrong here. I think that there are only 2 card sets that he has with that autograph.
Oh, really?
I
It might
think
be
it's his
3.
next day auto.
Yeah.
And that one.
Next day auto, that one I know in absolute, like his patch autos have the same full signature,
You're right. It's
and
3.
then Prism, his silver, it's the full auto, on
Yeah.
a sticker too.
Yes, because I did have that. You're
Yeah,
correct.
But
but
still,
all
So there's
probably
4.
from the same sticker
Yeah.
set, though.
Yep.
So
and he's
yeah.
never going to go back
Good
to
catch,
it.
Tim.
Yeah, no,
He's
so,
never going to go back to
Oh,
it.
no.
So that's very limited.
not a chance. Yeah, just like Giannis will never go back to his full auto and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
So
Great
very a lot of personal value as
Absolutely.
well as some normal value.
Well, staying on the same train for me with number 3 is
Oh yeah,
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
Now, I have
Scotty boy.
unloaded some Donovan Mitchell.
This is my favorite card
You
of
did.
yours.
But I still have about 4 or 5 really key Donovan Mitchell cards. I'm lumping them all into here. I did not show all of them.
Yeah.
I still have the Contenders Retail 101. I still have the 2017 Prism Draft Day Gold or Selection Day or whatever it is, Gold. And then this one, which is the 2018 Rookie Card Kaboom PSA 10.
so freaking.
There's only
cool.
20 or 30 of these. Pop count slowly grown the last few years, but still what I believe to be one of his top cards.
Huge hit.
Yeah, I just love it.
Oh, so beautiful. And they turned the card the right way.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Horizontal
in the
card
holder.
should
Yeah,
always
yeah,
be
yeah.
facing right, bottom
Yeah,
to the
'cause
right.
Otherwise, it would look like this.
Yep.
It'd be upside down.
Yeah,
It'd be a shame.
That's well said.
Tim, I couldn't have put it better myself. Oh, excellent card.
All
Timmy, I guess we kind of covered your
That was his 4-3 and
4,
2.
3,
So
and 2.
now you go again
to 2.
Yes, to 2.
This is, I've talked about this on the show too, 2018 Panini Noir, David Robinson, Spotlight
Yes.
Signature, PSA 9, which I sent this in and I'm shocked it got a 9 with how thick the card is, one. Those tend to not grade well. You've warned me about that quite a lot, Tim.
Mhm.
But the reason I love this card so much, it's signed in gold by David Robinson, all black with his just white dunking. The color match works really well, and then he has signed it on the back and front.
This is your double sign.
My
It's a
double
double
sign.
admiral.
Yeah.
And the reason he was above Donovan for me is, as a kid, he was one of my favorite basketball players. I think he was so likable, and I remember getting Spurs wristbands just so I could be like him, shooting free throws in the backyard. And so to me, that was like, he's an idol from basketball, and to have that double signature, a rare card, PSA 9, that's another card I'll never get rid of.
Well, very iconic rookie card for him as well, right?
Yeah.
Especially in our era. Just a little bit, a couple years before Dikembe.
Yeah.
But everyone can picture what that rookie card looks like.
And remember, he
David
had
Robinson.
he had 2 versions of it. One with him holding up his jersey at a
Mhm.
news conference, and then one was like an action shot.
Ah.
That was the more standard. The him holding his jersey, I think,
Jersey,
was
yeah.
the short print, if you will.
Ah.
Yeah. I do have
card. I
regrets,
like
not anymore, but at the time when I unloaded the Donovan Mitchell Spotlight, Noir Spotlight auto,
Yeah.
like that was just one of his best looking cards too. But
Beautiful.
yeah, I mean, just
They look so nice.
such good looking cards.
Noir really does a good job with their sets. They
Yeah.
really do. I feel like they're
Yeah.
one of the more underappreciated sets that are out there.
Yeah, that was always a regret of mine is I never did buy a box of Noir. And, it was absurdly priced by the time
Oh,
the pandemic
it's-
hit. But I wish I would have pulled
Mhm.
the trigger pre-pandemic just once.
Yeah. I still
Wow.
think though you can go out and get some of those cards
Yes.
for a reasonable price.
No, and
That's the way to do it. Yeah.
We've talked about that, and I'm telling you, go on eBay. That is the way to do it because there's some great looking cards for reasonable prices.
Yeah. All right, that was your number 2, right?
Yep.
So my number 2 is a piece of shit. This thing's been through the ringer.
It belongs in a top 5, though.
Washer and dryer, no problem. A little bit of bleach out in the sunshine. Yep, you better believe it. Has it been in the gutter?
Sorry.
I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Actually, I think we caught audio of you when you were getting this card. If I can stop our audio. Give me just a minute. Bear with
I'm
me.
excited. You got me on the edge of my seat.
Damn.
How many times have you sent that one into PSA?
There we go. No,
I don't think I've sent once.
Once.
Yeah.
Oh, just the once. Yeah.
What do we got going on here, Richard?
Well,
Richard's working the board.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are you
we
looking
go.
for?
I'm just trying to
Trying to-
do that. All
Yeah,
right.
there you go.
Because I believe we have some audio of when you obtained this card.
This Jordan rookie, 11,400.
That was just a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Not quite 11,400. But Michael Jordan, 1986 Fleer rookie.
Yeah.
At least 3/4 of it.
Show him the back, Tim.
The front's all there. The back is about half there. Otherwise washed away.
That's just the imprint on my foot-long cookie.
Yeah, it's not good.
But that's cool, man.
I mean, you
Like,
could peel that away like a bad sunburn.
I think, do I dare say it? I think that might be the most sought after card that exists.
Yeah, it is. And that's
Yeah.
still one more Jordan
You
rookie
have
card
one.
than I own currently.
And it's a fun one, of course. I've told the story 100 times. Got it in my childhood, still hang on to it, and it'll always be a part of my collection. Someday I will hold a better one, but for right now, still number 2.
Hey, you own one, which is something Tim and I cannot say.
This is true. I'll
Yeah.
join you on that journey someday.
You and Aiden
Yeah.
up on in that.
I
ivory
will sell
tower.
this one. He's selling them for 11.4 is what he said. I'll go to 11.2
Wow.
just to give you a great deal. Very happy to do that. Anyone can reach out here. The dogs are barking again, which is great. But yeah, that's my number 2.
Excellent.
Mm,
Okay, now we're heading to 1.
one. All right. Go ahead, Ricky.
All right. This was a gift. I hope I don't blow this. I know it was from Chad. I think it was just from Chad for Christmas, I want to say. This is a 1991-92 Hoops. And it's just a plain old free throw percentage insert card. The league leaders in free throws. And that year, it was Reggie Miller and Jeff Malone.
Ah.
What makes this so cool is it's been autographed by both and slabbed by BGS, excuse me.
Yeah.
This was a card I had been seeing on eBay for, I think, years, months, definitely, if not a year and a half, 2 years. And I kept, threatening to pull the trigger, never could. And Chad did what I could not do for myself. And that is, you want to know the magic to a fantastic gift for anyone, Christmas, birthday, anything? Get them something that they want but would not buy for themselves.
Yeah.
That is exactly what Chad did. It is my favorite card. Those are my 2 favorite basketball players of all time. Autographed on card.
Mhm.
Cannot beat it.
No, you can't.
I would love to know the story of who got those autos.
Yes.
Who said, you know what, this pairing, this
is
card needs to be autographed by both of them.
Yeah,
And that's really going to just wrap things up.
absolutely. But then went through all that effort and yet still somehow listed it on eBay someday. Yeah.
Well, I'm grateful for the poor
Yeah.
bastard.
Yeah, that car's not going anywhere for you.
No, ever.
And my number 1, no surprise to anyone here, 1996 Upper Deck Kobe Bryant autograph.
Yeah.
Rookie card. This is a PSA 7. There is one higher. And I think a total, oh gosh, I looked this up the other day. We just got 10 or 20 of them
Yeah.
in total.
Now, you are lucky that you even have that in a PSA slab.
Yeah, it took a few times.
Third time was the charm, right?
Twice.
Twice. Yeah. Okay.
I said few. It took a couple times.
Yeah.
The second time I submitted a photo of Kobe Bryant that I took of him, a photo of Eddie Jones flipping off the camera. I wrote them out this whole story of how I got it, and I just stuck it on in there.
Yep.
I don't know if it mattered or not, but
No.
it came back great.
No, but it's like one of those cover letters that you write when you're trying to purchase a home these days. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like try to tug at the owner's heartstrings, so that you outcompete the other offers. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure they just crumpled that letter up and threw it in the trash.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
I wonder what's the weirdest thing they've ever received to try and verify. That's not.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
That's
or
a good
how
question.
high the dollar amount was for the bribe.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Inquiring minds want to know.
That's a very good question.
It's happened.
For sure. All right, Timmy.
All
I
right.
don't. Do you know what this is? What his number one is?
I don't.
I don't know what it is.
Well, I
either.
just barely saw it, but
Okay.
I
Yeah.
didn't until now.
Well, my number one's perpetually
It's a
going to
good
be
one.
in flux. You guys know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So 97 hoops. MJ, high voltage. I just like the sheen on that,
Oh, so
the
beautiful.
kaboom. Kind of like your Donovan kaboom.
Yeah.
Just the way it picks up the light. You can look at that card 5 million different ways and it just looked just as good
It
and
looks so
different
good.
every single time.
Now, I've already seen this card. I know it's on it, and I
Mhm.
can't stop looking at it in Chad's
Yeah.
hands because exactly what you said.
Yeah.
As he rotates that under the light, the color, and
Did you guys ever wear a wristband on your forearm?
100%.
Just to be like Jordan?
oh yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, I think I envisioned. Yeah. I was being like Jordan. I was gonna say Reggie Miller, but I'm like, no, it was Jordan.
Well,
absolutely
Reggie had him around his wrist.
He
right?
did. Yeah, he had
Just
him
like the
down.
mailman.
Exactly. And you know who else had him up like Jordan? Don't ask me why I know this. Byron Wilson or Byron Scott, the Lakers.
Oh, did he?
yeah.
Well,
He was
this is true.
I was a big fan of his because of it. So
So I teased something earlier about my card collecting.
yeah.
This was a fun exercise for me. I don't know how you guys felt about this.
Oh, awesome.
I don't have very many basketball cards.
Oh.
I know that I have downgraded my collection,
Yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah.
However, I just don't have a lot. And there's not a whole lot that I want to collect.
Right.
Yeah.
Going back to when we kind of got back into this thing, 2017-ish?
Mhm.
Aside from the Jazz guys who are now gone, there hasn't been a player that I've sought after to collect. And there hasn't been
Really
a
isn't.
product that has jumped out at me
Hmm.
to collect. I said
Besides
Noir
Yeah.
has been hit or
Just
miss,
come
but
as close
still,
as possible. Yeah.
I only own one Noir card.
That's a good point.
So it got me thinking. Number 5 that I had, how I had 3 cards, Shaq and Jordan.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I want my basketball card collection to be. I want it to be 90s, Jordan and Shaq.
Yeah.
The refractor of Jordan that I always sought after as a kid and never hit.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I want to start collecting.
Yeah.
I know they're going to be pricey, but I still don't want a massive collection. I
No.
want something that means something to
Something.
me.
Right.
So it's going to be Jordan refractors, Jordan inserts, and Shaq inserts
I love
from
it.
his Magic and Laker days. And that's
Lakers?
what my
Lakers. Huh?
yeah.
Wow.
There's something about the Laker unis. As much as I don't like the Lakers,
Yeah.
their jerseys look good.
Yeah.
And they look good on cards.
No, I agree.
They pop.
I agree, and I think that's an excellent way to go about this. Look at it like we look at our wrestling watching. Seriously, what do we love to watch? 90s, early 2000s wrestling. Keep it to your era. Why are we going out and chasing the Ball brothers when
Oh.
they weren't important to us? It was
No.
Shaq and
Yeah.
Kobe if you are young enough, and if you're old like Chad and Tim and I, it's MJ, it's David Robinson, it's the 90s era.
Well, I mean, it's just like when you guys went nuts about, what happened in WrestleMania. I mean, you're tugging at those heartstrings. I mean, that's about as much emotion as you can tie to a sports card as possible.
Yeah.
So same idea.
Can I think I threw this out in a previous show briefly, but can I just give out another plug for NBA 2K? I'm not sure. I'm sure the newest one has come out or is about to. But the last one, I think it's 24. To your point, there goes Tim. To your
Pee break.
point, it allows you to play as a franchise
Mhm.
in whatever era you want.
Oh, interesting.
80s,
Yeah.
90s, or 2000s. So you can play with all those 90s stars on those specific teams and getting drafted.
Yeah.
I put myself in a position to draft Shaq for the
Nice.
Jazz
Did
after
you?
the first year. It is so cool to get to play with those old players. And I
Yeah.
realize they all just are stick figures
Right.
and just a name and some stats put in there.
It
But
doesn't
man,
matter.
it was so much fun playing against David Robinson
Yeah.
and Michael Jordan and those guys.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Have you had any takers of people jumping on with you?
So
PlayStation?
as I mentioned, Selly has added me. I'm still open for business. Still negotiating with Nebrolian. He claims that he had like family stuff for 3 weeks and doesn't play video games during them like a freaking weirdo. but no, he did tell me he's going to add me this weekend, Nebrolian. He's downloaded wrestling. So
Nice.
our faction is growing. Our NWO is growing. We're going to take over the internet, the wrestling internet. No, so it's still there. I'm still playing all the time, looking for you guys to add me. I'll download your games. I'll play with you.
What do you got going Saturday night? I mean, I got to talk with Sarah, but maybe we
don't-
just plan some time on Saturday night and just do it.
I don't think I have anything. Let's do it.
I like it.
Follow our socials if you want to see what we're up to.
Is the time here?
I think the time is here.
Tim's got a mouthful of cookie.
The time.
That's the way we like it.
I'll get ready.
That's how you know it's the time.
He is getting ready. All right, let me make sure that the Pack Cam is up and featured here on YouTube. For those of you listening, go check out our YouTube, Pack to the Future Podcast. Subscribe, turn on the notifications so that every time that we do a show, you can join us live.
I started to play tense music and then I decided
That was good music.
Should we put it back on?
Yeah, that's-
All right.
Oh, no pressure, huh? No pressure.
No, this is great. When he hits $1 million card, and we
No.
got this. This is great.
Now, when it happens, you have to be quick on cutting the feed because I don't want anybody knowing that I own this card.
Wouldn't be the first thing you added yourself on camera.
Yep.
Thinking ACC championship ring code.
Yeah, that was fun. Huh?
All right, the box is being ripped.
Yeah, that was some high quality ripping right there. So, all right, one pack at a time.
No, I thought you'd go like through 2 at a time.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Two.
Me too.
Okay, we'll just like.
Oh, don't even. No.
No.
That is. Oh my God. In the truest junkie form. Hold on. Pause for a second. This man.
We're stopping the music.
He's opening every pack, stacking the cards, and then he's going to rip through them in a matter of seconds.
Does that
Yeah.
bother you when a breaker does that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is the most degenerate.
I wanna
I
see those
don't
veins
give two
pop out of your
shits about cards way to open up cards.
Here, I gotta do at least the top
What are you
layer of
doing?
cards this way.
Do you know what this is? This is the event.
This
This is the equivalent of Tim wanting
Look at this.
to
He's
get
still
his whole
doing it.
blackjack gambling over in 30
Yes,
seconds on the
this-
can. That's what this is.
He is stacking these damn things.
I gotta agree with Chad. This is.
Does this bother like people
Very
when
much
you're
so.
watching a breaker?
Yes.
Do this? Yeah. Okay.
But I've done
Please,
it.
oh my God.
Here, see, I'll just go through these
And
real
these.
quick.
He's
So in
ripping
each
through
pack,
them.
you got the 2 cards in the middle that are generally the hits.
Okay.
I do like these PCs cards. They're
Those are really
Pretty
nice,
cool.
shiny cards.
well, and then you got these deep roots cards that look almost like Bowman Inception and
Yeah.
some other ilk.
We got comments here that it's like playing 5 hands of video poker at once.
Back in the day when I had like 4 screens up playing full tilt poker, in the middle of class.
What?
Yeah. We're gonna need to talk,
Sliding that in?
We're gonna need to talk about
I was
this.
taking notes, Yeah.
Just ripping through them.
Yeah.
So,
Base cards. And
Ricky,
then-
remind us who we're looking for?
Connor Babooby.
exactly.
And nothing so far.
So these monster season cards, I don't know, they're kind of gimmicky. But that was Connor McDavid. Yeah, and so this.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, hey, what do
is
we got
that?
here?
Oh,
A upper deck
Hey!
portrait.
What is it?
that's a Connor
Babooby?
Jesus. Kind of like a Shaq portraits.
Yes, it does look like a Shaq portrait. What is he wearing?
I don't know.
Let's see. That looks like he's
check this out,
Ricky.
dressed as George Washington.
It does.
He's got a little poofy chest there.
Is that a hit?
That is a hit because in the two boxes that I opened on my own, I only hit like 2 of these portraits cards,
So one per box.
one per box ish,
Dang.
you know. And then so I don't know how many players were on that checklist, but I'll take that. Sorry, Jordan.
Oh, Chad.
Yeah, that's okay.
Those are fighting words.
Hey, I got you that mag there. Are you saving that for the $1 million card?
Yep.
Hey, it looks like that's maybe a $30 card.
30. I'll take it.
Not
Yeah.
nothing.
What about a PSA 10? Because that's PSA 10 worthy.
We'll find out. We'll find out when we submit it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. These instinctives are all goalies.
Those look pretty cool.
Hey, it's your boy, Igor Shesterkin. Season 1 callback. Oh, there's another up there.
Oh,
Portraits.
remember when he just told us those are one per box?
I guess it, well, but you know,
Do you have a hot box?
Badonki was, you know, probably inserted.
No
randomly.
young guns so far. There's something.
I had
shiny
one Young
coming.
Guns, but it was a Raphael Lavoie.
Oh, look at that. Is that numbered?
No, so these are not numbered, but these are by far and away my favorite cards in Upper Deck Series 2.
Almost a galactic look.
Yeah.
Galactic-y, Kaboomy, PMGE, you know,
Oh,
they're called
I
the Dazzlers.
I bet
I would
Port-
want to build this set.
I
you
bet
know.
Portland Ezra is going nuts over that.
Oh yeah.
PCs, Crosby,
Oh.
Matt Murray. Here's another Young Guns. Base. All right.
Any autos in this?
No autos.
They just tell you up front. You will not get an auto in here.
No, it's like, think of it like Topps Series 1, you know.
Tim's going to go
Watch it.
for his next deck. While he does, Ricky, let's remind people.
Yes.
After he gets these puppies slabbed,
Mhm.
he's going to want to put those in a nice, safe place.
Yes.
Go get himself a Zion case where you
Yeah.
can set your own code 069069 as Ricky did with mine. But don't forget promo code PACK for 10% off. Promo code PACK for 10% off. ZionCases.com.
I need to pick up another Zion case.
Huh.
Remind me.
Yeah.
Tim.
No, I mean, I need one too when I actually start hanging on to my basketball cards again.
I have
Yeah.
noticed that they've also started selling some sports team specific cases, like
Oh.
you had ordered before they
Uh-huh.
went live.
Yeah.
They're now offering it on the website.
Instead of like just the colorways. Yeah.
Correct.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and they don't have every team, but something to look out for.
So Tim
Yeah.
has switched this up and is now going single pack at a time.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There's something shiny
Yeah,
behind this.
Jack Hughes.
There's something shiny.
Oh, it's an outburst card of some
There's
kind.
something. Come on. Come on, be there.
Dewey?
Be there.
Oh, no. Wrong
Ah,
team
it's
logo.
Calgary.
Rasmus Anderson.
Is that a numbered card?
No, it's just one of those parallels.
Boy, it is
outburst.
pretty though.
Yeah. I
Man,
that
I'm
background.
like perfectly blocked, and don't
Oh,
change
no.
anything. No, don't change anything. I'm just having to watch through my phone.
Here, check this.
Oh no, and that's fine. But through this camera, I'm amazed at the way these cards shine. Maybe
yes.
the best shine I've seen from any cards.
for base card. Yeah.
Yeah, these cards do look
No,
good.
and I'm talking
the
about your
inserts.
hits,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like the way that the color bounces off them, they're just beautiful looking.
Yeah, I mean, like the full card photos, you know. I mean, there's not
Yeah.
very many Tops or Panini cards.
Wait, what was
look
that
like
dual
this.
card? Is that anything? You just kind of
No, it's a Series 2 checklist card. Yeah,
Okay.
So,
Ugh, God, I
Yeah.
just tried to highlight a checklist.
hey,
That's embarrassing.
instinctive. William Carlson. I'm making very Matt Murray.
Okay, so we've hit a little bit of a lull. No
Yeah,
young guns here
lull.
in the last little bit. You
No.
should get 3 per box.
I fit my 3, maybe 4 sometimes.
You've
yeah.
you've already hit 3.
Yeah.
3 young guns?
1, 2, 3. Matt
Oh.
Murray, Walker Durr.
Because he's
Raphael Lavoie.
shuffling them like a blackjack dealer.
he is.
Yeah, whatever.
So we're here for the
There's
101.
another Young Guns.
Oh, I
Nick
see.
Swaney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, you get 6
Braden
per
Point.
box. We talked about this.
Ooh, see? Back to back. Car tie.
2 in a pack.
Ah,
Come on,
All
baby.
right.
Come on.
Come on.
last one.
Do you need to, like,
Big
sprinkle
young
some-
gun.
Last layer.
Chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah,
Cookie?
sprinkle
Cookie?
some chocolate
Yeah.
chips
You
in
over
there.
it.
Where are the peeps?
You took them home.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Peeps. John Beecher. Yeah, there's another Young Guns. Ooh, canvas card.
Canvas.
That's the first one in this box. Those are kind of cool. If that was a canvas Bedard, I'd be
I do
Pretty
like
happy
the
too.
canvas cards.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. Like the
So,
vintage stock tops cards.
Tim has 3 packs left. He's now going one at a time in search of this $1 million.
No, he's gonna deviate and take a piece of cookie.
Yeah, he needs to. That's good. Like, if you're playing slot machines, like I watch these guys on YouTube play slot machines. I am fascinated by it. Tim, just take a breather here. Like, pace yourself. You're going to hit $1 million. Make sure you're fueled. Do you ever watch these guys
Oh yeah.
just play slots?
Oh, yeah.
Like sometimes they'll take a break. They'll try and fast spin. That's what Tim's doing right now. Except he's right back into it because he needs to know.
I need to know.
Does he have $1 million or not?
He's got.
Oh,
He
no
sees.
Ovechkin.
Ovi.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a sparkle.
Oh, another canvas card there.
Yeah. Come on,
Yeah,
Tim.
Superstars. No.
Getting his big chocolate chip cookie mitts all over these cards. Do you just notice those thumbs? They just stand out to me. Just
Yeah.
big old prints right on them.
Yeah. A lot of hair on his
So
knuckles.
people give breakers a lot of crap about this, but it's like, you touch them fairly lightly, mostly edge handle them, and you're not going to get fingerprints on
You
them.
know what drives me nuts about breakers?
What's that?
The way they open a bunch of packs at once and put them on.
Oh,
your stack.
another two young guns, but not the
Oh,
one.
can you
we're
imagine if
looking
that was
for.
Bedard?
Ugh.
Damn it. That would have been cool.
The breakers who try to be like social media influencers, like they think that people love them as a human because they break cards.
Yeah.
Like these people could be very good people. Don't get me wrong.
Mojo.
Is this the last one?
Last pack mojo.
Hey, I dare you to just sell that on. I dare you to sell that on.
He is
eBay.
rubbing it on both nips. He went right first and left, which is a highly controversial move.
I like
Ricky.
to go left to right.
As do I.
Wow.
But,
I am
that's-
Asian. I go backwards. so.
I don't know what that means, but here we are. There is some shine. There's some shine on the slide. Come on. Be there.
No.
Be there.
Instinct.
Wait, what's the next one?
But my first Bedard card.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's not bad. See, I saved the box with the Bedard.
That's
for
great.
Opening with you guys.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah, I know it.
You really did us a solid. Thank you.
You wouldn't have wanted to watch me open 3 boxes.
I would have.
You wanna?
Do you remember last weekend
No, it's all good.
I think we talked about this. so.
when I sent a text and I was like, hey, are
Yeah.
you actually going to hang on to these boxes? Because if you are, then I'll take time out of my day
Yeah.
and make a thumbnail and promote this on social media.
Yeah.
So you say yes.
Mhm.
I take time out of my day.
You did.
And then you immediately proceed to tell Ricky and I that you open 2 of the boxes.
Well, you didn't specify boxes. You said a box.
How
Gotta
do
be more
meetings?
specific.
How do meetings with your employers go, Tim? Like, if they ever bring up a concern, how do those conversations tend to go?
I poke holes in everything. I step over any line you give me to step over without getting fired.
And that's what we like about you.
Rules are meant for breaking every now and then. Right? That's Junkie's Court of Law right there.
That's right.
So we have many different directions we could go here. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about this on the air. So we're an hour and
Please.
10 minutes into this.
Yeah.
We could very easily follow up. Tim had sent us a text about like some new developments in his
Mhm.
gambling life.
He did.
We could talk about that. We could end the show here. What are you guys thinking? How are you guys feeling? You guys worked today. I did not. I guess Tim didn't.
Oh, I can sit around and chat about that. Do we want to end the podcast and go onto YouTube to chat about that?
Let's
love
do
it. I
Okay.
love it.
Catch
I
us
don't
on
know
our
what you're talking
YouTube
about,
page
though.
if you want to hear the end of this. Oh, you know, Tim. You know.
Nah.
All right. It's been another fun show for Chad and Tim. This is Connor, the booby, wishing all of you a one of one night.
So what are you going to do with those base cards, Tim? They haven't gone in the garbage yet, which I'm impressed with.
I don't know. Does anybody want them? I feel bad.
Wait, what's that card right there? You didn't even. Oh my!
The big Torque can't handle that.
No.
He can't handle it. He cannot handle that.
I
Every
only
morning, I wake up Saturday morning. I get up early so I can post the Spotify feed on there. And then about an hour later, damn it, Ricky!
no, and actually I just realized a great reason to check us out on YouTube, although only people checking us out on YouTube will hear this,
Yeah.
is you get to see how the magic is made just there.
Yeah, we've got 3 viewers. It's fine.
Well, they're gonna win. They're gonna win a great night of story time from Tim.
No, but that Bedard actually pays for the $50 I spent on.
Hey, that's good.
The 3 boxes, right? So
There you go.
almost right. And if I actually sorted through all those young guns and send them into PSA, I'm sure I could turn a profit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So let's
Win-win.
talk through if you're open to it.
Yeah.
And of course, if anyone here who's still watching, if you guys have questions, feel free to throw them in here.
oh yeah.
Tim, walk me through. Okay, for you people here at home, Tim had sent Ricky and I a message.
Yeah.
About virtual live blackjack.
Yeah.
With blackjack dealers.
Yeah.
And you were thinking like, okay, maybe I want to get away from the strictly virtual because it's a bit rigged.
It's so sketchy, right? Like it doesn't tell you how many decks that you're playing out of. It doesn't tell you when the shuffles occur. It doesn't tell you, anything. And they can pretty much random number generate your your deficit or profit. So
But what I'm curious about is how would it work? Like, do they just have a camera on some dude who's sitting in his basement shuffling and dealing?
not a dude. It's usually female dealers, from what I've seen. And they're just sitting on camera live, and then they project, whoever buys in or is playing at the table. I hope you don't have to play at a table with other players, but
Well,
We'll see.
if that link that you sent us, some of them you do.
yeah. I mean, like, so you're talking about DraftKings, and they were, kind of reading through that. It looks like, they have the ability to do this too, and you can play live on their platform. I assume it works pretty similarly to other ones, and so
Are
we'll see.
the dealers hot?
I would hope so. I don't know.
Well, you said that they're usually female.
Yeah.
I imagine it's for that reason. right?
Yeah, I mean, catering to your audience that is
Yeah.
largely male. I mean,
Can we watch you play? If
yeah.
you-
Once I get
if
it
you
figured
do
out, yeah.
Oh, that would be a fun
Next
way
week.
to end the
Next week.
show.
Next week.
Can
Next
he?
week.
What if he mirrored to this like TV?
Yeah,
he could.
I think we could do
You
that.
could go in the crapper, so you're comfortable,
I know,
Get him in his natural
get in my
element.
blackjack habitat. Yeah.
and then you could stream it onto the.
I'll just
the-
airplay it on your
into the
TV.
movie
That'd be
room.
awesome.
That'd be
would
way
be awesome.
more fun to watch live than the little screen.
They also offered you higher limits.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
So speaking of next week,
Yeah.
we've got a few people on here.
Yeah.
Guys, thoughts for topics for next week? This is literally, so we try and do this at the end of each show. Like we sit around and think about what the topic would next be. Anyone who's on here, any topics you'd like to see us talk about?
I got nothing.
We've done basketball kind of 2 weeks in a row, right? Is that what we did last week?
Mhm.
We did bracket.
Well, we did bracket.
Was it bracket last week?
It was bracket last week.
We did flawless last week.
God damn it! You're right. Flawless
We did-
last week. Bracket 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Oh, speaking of flawless, so I saw the Luca Logaman auto out of flawless this year.
Oh, really?
That was a card. That was pretty.
Where'd you see it?
It was just like on some random page on Facebook.
Keep poking that bear.
Yeah.
Do you know where it came from?
And so,
Tim, why were you watching it?
why were you watching the page?
I don't know. Just I scroll through and kind of see what happens,
Yeah.
in the hobby every now and then.
Did you hit Dallas? You didn't?
Damn.
No.
Who'd you get?
What?
Who'd you get?
Who'd you get in the break?
No, I didn't buy into the break. I was just watching.
Come on.
No. It's just like, yeah. I mean, opening these boxes of cards, I mean, it's just.
Oh, you lost a mini. Couldn't get into the break. How many minis did you enter?
Nope. I'm not buying into breaks these days. So, yeah. Though, I did see somebody open a Top Sterling 3-case break that they broke it down by player. So you could buy like a specific player that you would want. You saw like
Damn.
Riley Green and Spencer Torkelson and thought of you, you know.
Yeah.
And
God, how
Shohei
big's
was
that
like
checklist.
$1,250 just
Oh,
to
I
buy
bet.
Otani. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought that was a pretty cool format. You know?
Yeah.
So it was like,
For sure.
Any Razzes this week?
very boring week.
When's the last Fatal 4-Way you've done? It's been I feel
That's
like
been a while.
we need to bring that.
That
back.
was a dumb
Yeah.
format. I'm glad I got over that itch.
Oh, it was a great format.
Stats were so bad. They were so bad I had to stop keeping track of them. you know?
Why? I mean, 75% of the time you're not paying.
Yeah, no, except 75% of
for
the time
Tim.
it felt like I was.
It's a law of
You know how, like-
averages, man.
You know how there's like
you just got to keep playing.
you know how there's like human years and dog years?
Yeah.
I think there's like human odds and Tim odds.
But you never walk away from the table when you're on a heater. And you can't
That's
get
true.
on a heater unless you're at the table.
This is true.
Do you guys
Yeah.
want some of these?
I'm good
Yeah,
for a
absolutely.
minute. Just because I'm chewing
Yeah,
gum.
give
but
that a try.
Yeah, no, I'm curious about this live blackjack thing, though. You know, if it runs a little bit more normal and saves me the 2-hour drive over to Wendover, you know,
right.
yeah, much better.
When's the last time you took a 2-hour trip?
Probably middle of last year. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That long ago. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say like middle of last week.
No, that's such a depressing drive.
It is.
It really is.
Did you ever cash your University of Utah bet?
Yeah, some
Yeah.
of our buddies went out there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, they're the ones who got me the ticket. I actually mailed it in.
You can mail it in. I was just going to say.
I mailed it
really?
in. Yep.
And they get you the money pretty quick.
They did.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a couple weeks. I think it was just a check. But I
Maybe a
cashed.
check, not like
Mhm.
cash or poker chips or something.
Yeah. Chips. could you
All
imagine?
pennies.
Oh, so for next week, what could we do? The NFL draft's coming up.
Yeah. Let's do something football.
I don't know what that would look like. Immaculate Football just came out.
What
It's
if?
been all right. Yeah.
What if we? How many?
NASCAR.
Do you have any football cards?
No.
How many? A dozen?
It's under 10, I think.
Why don't Tim bring 3 cards? Or no, we each bring 4 cards, and we set them up in our own bracket. That could get a little chaotic, but okay. No, this is what we do. We each get 4 cards. Here's what we're gonna do, and those in YouTube, the bit's gonna be ruined. But we each bring 4 cards. We put them in a stack, or we line them all up on your counter. Okay, pre-show, we all look at them.
We drafted.
We draft them.
Ah.
And we don't really keep each other's cards, but like the cards we would have had if we would have drafted.
Okay.
I don't know.
We can roll with that.
I like that
Something.
Go off of it.
We'll tweak it through the week.
because it is draft.
Yeah.
So you said 4 cards?
Yeah. That'll give us 12 total cards. And then we would each draft 4.
Can we make it a 7 to make it like a 7-round draft?
Sure. Yeah, I could do 7.
I think I can do
4 is
7.
plenty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Yeah. No, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah, people on YouTube weigh in who they would draft too.
Yeah.
That could be kind of fun.
That would be awesome.
Engagement.
We could set up. You want to do it on? Think we can put up the pat cam just like that, maybe up on the counter,
That would work, right?
Love it.
and then we could just put them up there and
Mhm.
grab one.
Yes.
We need the draft selection music. Da-da-da.
Yes.
The little thing.
Yes.
You can pull that up.
I can at least get the audio and send it to you.
Okay.
If you want.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah. Something.
Lastly, sorry, is this too loud? Me chewing in this thing?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So at Disneyland, in one of the pin shops,
Yeah.
they had Lorcana boxes, and you could buy packs. They just
Oh,
had the
really?
packs out on the counter, yeah, for sale,
No kidding.
which is kind of cool. I didn't buy any, but
Really?
When we were there in October, they had released some of the cards, and there was like a huge line at one of the kiosks, like right when you enter the park. And you notice it when you're leaving the park. Like this is the last chance to buy a souvenir
yeah.
right there. And it was like an insane line for people waiting to get whatever their new release was.
It's crazy.
Maybe we can buy some packs of Lorcana and like try to figure out how to play on here.
Yeah, seriously.
All right.
All right, so 4 cards. What day are you guys available?
Any day.
I'd have to
No.
look at my schedule.
Tuesday,
but-
Wednesday, Thursday for me, and Friday, I guess. But we
I
won't
have
be
I
doing
have
that.
marathon next Saturday.
Yeah.
I have a full
You want to do Wednesday?
Just not Friday.
Yeah.
Thursday's okay though.
Yeah, Thursday's okay. Thursday'd be good. Force me to
Okay.
relax.
Remember which day I work, but yeah.
Okay. We'll
I think
have
it's
you pull it up on your
Wednesday,
phone.
but yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. Well,
Okay,
thanks to
guys.
everyone who watched here on YouTube. If you haven't done so already, like, subscribe, and we will see you next week for the NFL draft.
Yeah.
We are going to have a wet Wednesday coming up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trade night
Actual
Wednesday.
trade.
Yes.
That would be pretty fun.
absolutely.
We're going to have to figure out some details on how to do that.
Yeah, maybe we'll throw it into the chat and see if we can get some help.
All right, everyone. We'll see ya.
Right.